Hey y'all, and welcome to We Didn't Read the Fine Print podcast. We're your hosts, Teddy
and Farrah,
and we're here to give you our experience on being first-time moms. Now, keep in mind, this is not just for first-time moms. This is for OG moms, moms of 3, moms of 4. You know what I mean? But we just here to kick it with y'all about our experience on being first-time moms, baby. And basically, we didn't read the fine print. You know, nobody told us a lot of stuff about being first-time moms, so we need to discuss with y'all, okay?
Yeah, so basically, we're going to be on here talking about experiences. We're going to have some resources. We're going to talk about everything from delivery. We're going to talk about, situations we are in as far as, parenting. We're going to talk about the kids and how to act. We're going to talk about everything because basically, it need to be talked about.
It come with it, you know what I mean? It come with being a mom. All of that stuff fall under being a mom. You be thinking like mom just like you taking care of your kid. No, baby, you got a whole bunch of things that come with it. And I know the women can attest. So we here for y'all. We here for y'all because we see you, baby. We see you. You feel me?
Yes.
Yeah.
And mom's expecting. Mom is. We add that in. Mom's that's expecting. This is really good for y'all.
This is really for y'all.
I needed something like this. I needed something like this to be like, okay, that's my happen, that might happen. It might go like this, it might go like this, because it's a lot to it.
It's like a if I knew what I know now type situation. So here's what you need to know now. You hear me?
Take notes.
Yeah,
you gotta take notes. And everybody's experience is different. So
experience is different.
Everybody's
different.
We're here to discuss. That's what we're here to discuss. So this is welcome to our podcast. This is our podcast. We didn't read the fine print.
Cheers to that.
Yep, we're going to sit here, we're going to make it a good time, a fun time, we're going to laugh, we might cry, we might shout,
All of the things, baby.
It's going to be a lot, because that's how motherhood is. It's a lot
to it.
Roller
coaster,
it's
up
a
and
lot.
down, your emotions up and down, your mental up and down, everything.
Literally, the body, the everything.
The
okay?
body, baby.
Body, soul.
The hair, baby. Let's talk about it. That's what it's about, baby. Let's talk about it. Okay.
We're going to have the chance.
All right, yes. So I'm going to start by introducing myself. My name is Teddy. I am 32. Cancer, July 11. You know what I'm saying? Jill just turned 32. I have a 1-year-old. I have a boy. And he bad as shit. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. He bad as shit. Fuck that terrible 2 shit. He's 1 and he's a terrible motherfucking toddler. But I love him to death and I wouldn't trade him for the fucking world. That's my baby. You know what I mean? But I just came here. I felt like it was needed. Okay, so basically, a lot of stuff that I experienced, I felt like wasn't explained to me, wasn't expressed to me. There was no place that like I could go to like get this information, like or nobody gave this to me firsthand. And I feel maybe same for you. So that's probably like this is basically what the podcast is about. Like a lot of the experience that we experienced that wasn't talked about, that's not talked about, that should be talked about a little bit more. And that's who I am.
And I'm Farrah. I am 32 too. I'm an Aries. The best.
Fire baby.
That's the baby in the crop.
Fire baby.
And it's a lot. I'm right now. My baby is 18 months. I'm right now dealing with an 18-month-year-old. I'm dealing with the tantrums. I'm dealing with the daycare running around. Every so often I'm getting this, I'm buying that. I'm ripping and running. I feel like I could be like an Uber driver at this point. It's so busy. It's so busy.
No,
so,
for real though.
I'm so busy. Philly based, basically.
Yes,
Philly based.
We are Phillians. How do they call it?
Philadelphians.
Philadelphians.
Here you go. I'm surprised I even knew that.
Baby.
Philadelphians, Flyers,
Eagles.
I'm not an Eagles fan, but Eagles, Sixers. That's us.
Yeah, that's us.
That's us. Yeah.
We all come down, see what's up, check in.
We want to roll right with it. We want to start with we want to start these podcasts with a mom check-in.
Yes.
Just, checking in, mom check-up updates, because it's always something new. So, we want to roll right into the mom check-ins.
And a mom check-in would include what? Mental, physical, emotional health.
How you are.
Your well-being, right?
How you are. I'll start.
Okay.
I'll start, because I'm excited.
How you doing, Mom?
And right now.
What's going on, Mom?
Right now. You asked me a week ago, it'd be different. But right now, my energy is at an all-time high right now. Like, you gotta accept your wins. You gotta accept your little wins for big wins. Because it's a long long time coming. I just hit a couple of milestones, knocked off a couple of goals. So it's good. I can say it's good. My baby, last few days been good. He got his little stuff in daycare, but that's just him. He a boy, so we working on it. But as far as right now, mentally and everything else, good. It's good. How was you? Check up in.
So where I am today, at this moment in time, I'm feeling really good. I'm really excited for like this new venture. You know what I mean? This has been a long time coming.
Yeah,
We've
that
been
too.
planning and preparing, and just like the preparation for this has been a lot and slow because we are moms. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I'm excited that we like got the ball rolling, that like we're recording, that we filming. So they got me hyped. They got me
I feel like that's why the energy is up for me too.
Exactly.
I don't even care about what's going to happen
Whatever
later
else
on. But I gotta walk into the house with later, the 2 weeks later, we're on
No, for real.
because this is like a moment.
Right
This is like a
now.
little event in the release right now. This is like
this
this
is everything, and this is really what this podcast is about. Just to reiterate, like it's just like girl chat, shit chat, but like as a mom, you feel me? Like
it's a different vibe, it ain't everything ain't about.
2 years ago today, your girl was outside. You feel me? Your girl was outside.
Things change.
Listen, my goal, my objective was different. It wasn't the same. You feel me? I was able to get up and go whenever I want, whenever I please. I was here, I was there. You couldn't lock me down. But they took your girl out the game, and you know what I mean? I came here to share that experience with y'all. But mentally, yeah, I'm good. I'm excited because of the podcast. Yes,
you look good too, Sarah. You look real good. The legs is
out.
out.
Thank you, boo. But you look good yourself, sis. Yes. Body snatch right back. Got the hips. I see you with the mom hips. When make you feel. I see the hair.
I like the little snippy.
I love the pushback with the swoop.
Yep.
I love it.
Yep.
The earrings is bringing out the beauty.
See me.
I see you.
Moms, this is something. Moms, it's hard. I get it. But make sure you take care of
yourself.
Make sure you go get your hair done. Go get your nails done. Go get your feet done.
Whatever
your
massage is.
You have to
do
don't let these kids, don't let these
men,
trials and tribulations,
whatever.
Let you look how you feel.
Job.
Listen, you gotta get it together.
Get
it together.
100%, I agree.
Listen, especially if you feeling a certain way inside, the more you pour into yourself, like energy-wise and self-care and all that. I know this sounds so cliche, but the more you're gonna feel better.
For sure.
You're gonna feel better. And sometimes something weighing on your hair or something, just let it go. Let it go. Whenever you feel like you're overwhelmed and everything, just go. If you got the support, we'll get that. That's another episode about support, because that's a big thing. But
that's an episode in
if
itself.
you're blessed enough to have the support, just even if it's something, just tell them you want to work. If that's the case, just, I'm going to work. I'm going to work. I'm going to work. And then go take care of yourself. Go take care of yourself.
Go do you. Have a you day.
It's so important. It's so important. Them dads, they do it.
Oh, they gonna have them a me day or two.
They gonna have them a week.
Or a week, baby. Or month.
Listen.
Let's talk about it. Okay.
Oh my gosh. That's another episode.
We're gonna say it. Today is all about positivity. We're happy. It's the vibing, and let's chit chat. So, this episode, basically, we wanted to introduce the podcast and everything like that, and then we're also just going to maybe share our experience with pregnancy, delivery, and afterbirth.
Yes, pre, post, and delivery, and we're going to do the hospitals, everything. We're going to nail it because it's some things that gotta be talked about. That ain't been talked about. That I never expected. You ever expect?
No.
Exactly. So we're going to.
Hell no.
We're going to.
Like, it was some people that I chewed up. Like, why you ain't tell me about that?
Listen.
Yeah. Because
I thought I was gonna be G. Everybody,
hello.
You gonna go through this? Whatever. You can do it. You can do it. My one girlfriend. You could do it. I did it. This and that. I said it didn't go that way. My mom didn't.
Listen, everybody's experience is different, and that's why we here every day to share our experience. And then we also welcome you to share your experience as well. Y'all can follow us on Instagram at
we didn't read the fine print. What is it? Instagram. We didn't read the fine print.
That's read the fine print. That's just the Instagram name. That's also the YouTube name as well.
So you can podcast on Apple. Are we gonna do Spotify too?
everywhere that you get your
Everywhere,
podcast.
it's gonna be real simple. We didn't read the fine print, okay?
Because we didn't. Nobody told us about
Real simple for y'all. Real simple
But
for
yeah,
y'all.
subscribe, download, listen, whatever, to all of the platforms. We didn't read the fine print, but also you can also DM us at We Didn't Read the Fine Print on Instagram, Facebook, whatever.
Questions.
To let us know your experiences. We'll leave off with some questions that y'all can answer that we will reiterate on the next episode.
Yeah, at the end we'll do like good questions. We'll do it.
So let's get into some things.
Yeah, so we're gonna start with we're gonna start with the pregnancy.
The pregnancy.
Because how was pregnancy for you? For me, I'm somebody who was like running, and that set me down. I mean, I'm still set down, but the pregnancy set me down because it's like right now I'm set down, but like I can go have some wine, I can go out, have a good time, and all that stuff. But when you got that load on you, it's just, and that sounds so relaxed. You just sit and you just this and that and that. But for me, a lot of people love it. But for me, I didn't love pregnancy because no, first of all, I gained 70 pounds. But I didn't even really feel it. But I'm just saying that because I'm just saying how much I just was sitting around eating and just sitting around because it wasn't much to do. And I went on vacation too. I went to Bermuda. I went to Jamaica because everybody was like, why you didn't do something? I went on trips. I did all that. Right. But when you get there, it's like you can't do nothing.
Right. So I was going to say, so what was that experience as opposed to like going on a trip while you pregnant?
Jamaica was okay. I swam with the dolphins. But that was my
How far was you? Because they play a different sport.
I might have been like 5 months or something.
Okay, so yeah, you kind of in it. You kind of in it.
Yeah. I think I might have been like 6 months or maybe 7 months or something. I was a little further along. I can't remember when I went to Bermuda, but I know it wasn't much to do. I mean, it was nice to be out, but it's just like you eating, you sitting, and that's the majority of it. I would say is that's it. I mean, if that's the type of thing, then you do it with me. I want to run. I want to do that. And even like the moments like me and my child's father at the time, we'll like go out to eat or like I don't even remember what we did. Whatever we did, it was just like for a short period of time. But then at the end of the night, it's just like everybody out living life and you just sitting there.
I was pregnant.
I feel like I wish I had like somebody that was pregnant with me. That would have been the ultimate, but nobody was pregnant with me. So that would have been different. And that was my whole experience was being, pregnant. It was quite boring for me. Like I did like that everybody want to offer you food. And I could say my mom cooked for me. I felt special. I already feel special. My mom's a bomb, but my mom had me feel 10s on
like a queen. What you need, baby? And foot.
Yes, and ice cream. I was a big ice cream eater, and I didn't have crazy cravings how everybody said they had. I didn't have any of it. But food, I wanted to eat it down. I was eating a lot of stuff that I normally eat, like steak and like that's really my biggest.
Was it like salty? Was you more salty than sweet?
I don't know. I think I was just more of a meat eater. I wanted wings. I wanted
salty.
I wanted everything.
That's salty.
I wanted everything. Yeah, but that's what I was. I wasn't only sweet I really ate was like ice cream. And that was mine in a nutshell. My pregnancy was just like I'm ready to get him out of here.
Okay, so for me, pregnancy wasn't bad. Like the actual like pregnancy process. Like I didn't have experienced no complications or nothing like that. Like I didn't gain that much weight. I think the most I was 160.
Oh, beautiful.
But I am a small person naturally. Like before I got pregnant, I was in my 120s.
Oh girl, wow. I was 170.
But listen, you know me, we knew each other since high school. So it's like, that I always been skinny.
Right. I always had a little meat on me. I ain't never been anything younger than a 5. I was never.
Slim thick, you know what I mean? One of them. I wasn't blessed to have that. I was skin and bones, straight up and down. You feel me? So my 120, 150, 160 was a lot. But it was really all belly. It didn't go nowhere else. It was literally just all belly. It was just the son, like just the boy in the stomach.
That's good.
But like, so as far as complication wise, it was cool. But like the same time that I was pregnant, I lost my best friend of 20 years.
Oh wow,
he got killed. So it was like.
That's emotional. That's a lot.
It was a lot. And then honestly, truth be told, my son's father, he wasn't what I needed him to be at that time. So there was a lot on me too. It was nothing like how trips and shit, the glamorous life. It wasn't like that for me, baby.
I was still bored.
Now, as far as like the getting up and going out and doing this and doing that, I definitely was like laying in bed and just be like staring at the ceiling because like I can't do nothing. Like I'm pregnant, I'm carrying this baby. It was giving that, but like I was just blessed enough to not have any pregnancy complications. That was my whole thing.
A big blessing.
You know what I mean? So like besides that, like yeah, I went through some like trials and tribulations like personally outside of the pregnancy, but like the actual pregnancy was smooth sailing. Like after I was okay with being pregnant. I was cool with it, like walk around with this little belly. Like you said, everybody feeds you. Everybody like make sure Teddy eat first. They give me my plate first, baby. Everything, okay?
It felt like the dad. You know how the dad get the big piece of chicken?
Listen,
you gotta
take the plate first. It was
at
work.
Hold on, did you have to work?
No.
I worked
I did. I'm lying. I did. But I was at the post office, so I was working like duty. So I only was going there for like 2 or 3 hours.
I worked and they treated me really nice. Like even when I came back, they had a little. They threw me a baby shower. Actually,
that is what's up.
Yes, I had a huge baby shower. It was really, really nice. All my friends and family came from like all through walks of my life.
I know that's
It was like packed. It was really nice. And then I went to work one day and they threw me like a little Chick-fil-A. A little Chick-fil-A baby shower. I had all these gifts on my registry because I was like, who brought these gifts on my registry? It must be the wrong person. I never like doing them. That's another thing. Pregnancy brain was, my brain already like dead memory. But
very foggy.
Listen, the memory, when they talk about the memory, it's a real thing. When
even after the pregnancy.
Yeah.
My brain. it's very foggy.
It's very foggy. So I was like, who brought me all this stuff in my registry? Somebody, I'm like irritated because somebody brought me stuff in my registry and
you didn't know what it was.
Not even I don't know what it was. It went to somebody else's house. So somebody must have accidentally did the wrong registry whole time.
But it was delivered to themselves.
Yeah, whole time was my job. They did me a surprise party. It was so nice. And because somebody randomly asked me, like, what do you eat? What's your cravings? And I was like, Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A. And then the whole thing about it, the funny thing about it is before I came in, I was like running a little late. I was sitting in my car eating Chick-fil-A that day. And I came in and had a whole Chick-fil-A party. I said, oh my gosh, I'm so happy that I just happened to eat Chick-fil-A, but I'm going to eat some more. I'm going to eat some more. Like I say, they feed you and you eat and you eat.
You just eat, girl. Eat. Yeah, so like my pregnancy was cool. It was non-complicated. I didn't have no weird cravings either. But you know what? I don't eat McDonald's, baby. I wanted McDonald's.
Really?
Yes. It was so weird. I never eat McDonald's. Like I don't eat McDonald's. Is trash. I wanted McDonald's down bad when I was
pregnant. How do your body crave bad food?
It was salty. But I think that's like a thing. Like when you having boys, they say you get the salty.
Maybe we both got boys. That could be a thing. That really could be it.
I don't know, but it was definitely salty. I wanted like buffalo chicken strips. I wanted fried stuff. Yes,
steak.
I loved chicken. I just wanted chicken, fried chicken fingers, whatever. A little buffalo sauce, like all of that. Like so. Pregnancy was cool, so it seemed like pregnancy was cool for the both of us.
Yeah,
now let's talk about.
Well, I don't know about cool. It was not cool for me. I didn't like being pregnant. It slowed me down too much.
But no complications.
But it was healthy. It was healthy. I had to and because what's that people want to get preeclampsia and high blood pressure. All that. I took all those tests and everything.
Yeah,
even
diabetes.
And big as the diabetes and stuff. You do get some people want to get diabetes.
Have to take insulin.
Yes, and it's only while you're pregnant. It's so many things that you would never think, ladies, or moms that's already moms. Y'all already know, but. Ain't nobody telling us. So we learning right now. And
but thank God we didn't experience it. It wasn't our experience. However, that could have happened, but it didn't. Thank God.
That was a blessing.
Yeah. So let's talk about the delivery process and everything. Like, what was your experience with the doctors and nurses? How you feel? Like the whole process. What's going on?
All right. Delivery for me was a mess. Not a mess because it was like bad, a mess because I'm like so dramatic when it comes to pain.
Oh, girl, you go.
So I knew that it was delivery. I knew it was coming. I don't know what I didn't want to be alone or anything. I think I was left by mom. My mom had cooked, doing me out some food, and I didn't want to be alone. So I went to go stay with my child's father, and I don't know. I just I don't want to be alone. I'm just over there, and I laid down. And I woke up maybe like 8 o'clock that morning and I started having little pains. I'm like,
Was it your due date?
No, it was a week before. I went in exactly a week and a day before. Because and this crazy thing about it is my son, he was weighing in like so big. And this is something too they want to tell y'all. Everybody's different. For me and a lot of women that I speak to, they weigh in big, but it's not really accurate. And they try to like say, oh, maybe you induced, you might need a C-section. I say, I wish I would have waited out because he came naturally. He came when he was supposed to. I didn't need to get induced. He was only 8 pounds, 8 ounces. They were saying he might be 10 pounds. And
where did you go?
I went to Lincoln Hall Hospital. I delivered him at Lincoln Hall Hospital. The staff was beautiful. My doctor was beautiful. It was really nice. It was scary. It was scary because, like I was saying, I went in. I was in labor 8 o'clock that morning. Started getting worse maybe about 8 o'clock that night. My contraction went to 10 minutes to 2 to 3. So it was happening really, really fast.
Yeah, how long was your labor?
20, like a day. Like,
yeah,
20,
okay,
like, I think like 23 hours. Like, and I was wondering, people like, how was your labor that long? Like, you 23 hours. 8 o'clock that morning, I started having little contractions. 8 o'clock that night, I called, a child dad, like, hey, it's happening.
There's just a difference between active labor and like labor when like the baby is actually about to come. Like I went to this class and
Right.
it was telling me, I don't know the terms, but it's like different steps. Like active labor is when you're actually about to, like when your centimeters is you're enough dilated to push. And then the labor before that, I don't know what it's called, but it's just
Right.
like your body preparing yourself for that.
Okay. All right. So, my body performed itself for 12 hours, 8 to 8. And then so maybe not, so I'm going to say 12 hours then. I mean, I was in labor for 12 hours because 8 to 8, I was like having contractions or whatever. And then from 8 to when the time I went in, 8 p.m. to the next day, I hit them at 7:45. My memory's so bad, but I'm gonna remember those. I remember those numbers with my baby. I remember all those numbers, But
did you get an epidural?
I did, cause I went in like a G. I was like, I ain't getting that, this and that. Girlfriend said you can stick it out. It's like contractions and like cramps and all that. I'm like, all right, I can expect it. It is nothing like that. I went in screaming like, oh, come on.
No, for real.
I'm counting my 10 minutes. I'm like, oh, keep calling my mom, keep calling him. I'm like, oh, 2 to 3, I'm counting, 2 to 3 seconds. He coming. You couldn't tell me he wasn't coming. Got to the hospital, 8 o'clock that night, he wanted me in the chair. I'm like, oh, big dog, like, oh. Listen, this build-up is crazy. I'm like, I think people go through this pain. Oh, this is the worst. Get up there, they put me on the table, they like, man, you missed 1 centimeter. Like 1 centimeter. And for women who don't know yet, you gotta go to like 10. 8 or 10. You gotta go like all these different, like you don't gotta open up
for sure.
And I went in and said 1, and I'm like, what? This is more pain than this? Like it's more pain. And I couldn't take it. I went in at 1 centimeter. It was the worst for me. I don't really deal with pain good on no level, so I went in at a 1. So when people be like, it don't hurt like that, you're a different type of
you.
You're different type of
good for you.
Different type entities. You're different. I don't know what's you're doing something different.
For sure.
But yeah, it really, really hurt, guys. I'm gonna say it hurt. People say whatever they want. It really hurt. I went in at 1 centimeter. And I was 2 to 3 minutes. So he was like, I was moving fast. Like from the time I went home, by the time I was home to got to the hospital, I think that's when everything started hurting. I mean, starting like, as far as like him trying to come. And lo and behold, I said, I can't take it. I said, I'm gonna probably have to get all the meds given to me, because they start giving me medicine like morphine and all these different things, because they like, well, you're 1 centimeter, but your contractions are really close. So it was like weird. My whole labor was weird. They actually ruled my labor, what did they call? I forget what they called. Something. I don't know. I gotta think of it. But unusual, but they didn't use that word, like something type of labor, like it was just, different. She just said, but all in all, I think it was the drugs, because I feel like if you giving us all this medicine, all this medicine calm me down, the baby is calming down. So I think that slowed everything down.
He's not gonna try to come out.
He's not, because he sat there for a long time. And I went all the way to 5 centimeters. From 5 centimeters, I start slowing down, and they gonna book my water, they gonna give me meds. At this point,
you gotta come out.
Yes, and I'm like,
to them.
yes, I'm turning and flipping and giving me pillows and everything. They give you like this type of ball thing to kind of loosen you up or whatever. And at this time, I'm like, okay, give me the epidural. I thought I can wait. I thought I can do it. Didn't do it. The epidural, I think, really slowed him down, because now my water's broken. He's right there, and they're like, he's not coming. Whatever. We're gonna just give you a C-section, and then that's when that came. It's like, okay. But y'all should have I feel like that's something that should be explained, like, because it's not explained. But I believe that's what it was that slowed him down. It's only thing he said the medicine.
Right.
Yeah, he probably.
Because he was coming before then.
And coming fast, and then they started giving me the drugs and stuff, and Epidural and all that, and they put you on. I mean, he just sat there. He didn't come out, and then they gave me a C-section, and that was the craziest experience. We laid out. It's not that beautiful experience that Teddy wants to tell you she had. But you like, or maybe not beautiful. But mine was like, it's like not, it's just so like medical. It's not like, oh, no, like you stretched out. You from waist down, you can't see anything. You stretched out. Your partner or your parent, whoever you had right there is right there. He had the time of his life. He got to see it. He got to cut the little cord. He all happy, and you just stretched out. They restrain you, I think. I think I was like awake. You awake, but you drugged up. They drug you up real good, so you can't feel nothing like that. So you drugged up pretty good. My face was swollen because all the fluids they pumping you, so I'm all swollen. I'm just stretched out and this and that. I'm not enjoying any of this.
Right.
The baby's over there, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I carried him for all this time, and I'm just over here, and he's just having the time of his life over there, like enjoying my baby first.
Right.
And then eventually they bring the baby over there for you to see him, but you so drugged up. It's just like, you want to hold him, give me a second. And that's how that went in a nutshell. It wasn't as clean. It's not how I thought. I'm not gonna be so cute. I'm gonna have him. I'm gonna hold him. He can do skin to skin with me first. And it wasn't none of that. It was just, man, cut you open. You lay here right there. We're gonna take him to dad. Dad's gonna cut his umbilical cord. Dad's gonna take the pictures and all that. And even the picture I got, oh my gosh, I might post it one day. I don't know. But the picture I'm like stretched out. I'm like, yeah, like what's that? Oh, we should do it. And I'm just like stretched out with his eye, like bonnet on, and he all got the baby smiling, and I'm just like, oh, I hate him. But it was like it wasn't like cinnamon or nothing. But afterward, I got back, I got the shakes, and I just started emotions just fly out of you. A lot really happens when you have a baby. Like people don't talk about that. Like your feelings, your emotions, everything, and I just start crying. Not even because it's emotional. I don't even know why.
Right.
I'm shaking, I'm crying because it's like this is a life change. Like a baby just came out of me. Like everything just like started happening.
Right.
Literally everything started happening. Like the pain, girl, it was a lot.
So with the C-section, do they take the placenta out while you're cut open?
Girl, I don't know what happened. When I said I was just like this, like drugged up, and he wasn't paying attention to me. He over there with the baby
open before they gave you the baby. I mean, so you back closed before they gave you.
Yeah, and you know what? They don't sew you. It's different now. Like Lincoln, all what they do. I don't know if everybody does. Like they glue you back together. It's supposed to be a better healing. Yeah, but I feel like it depends how you heal because mine, I still have a scar. And yeah, and the keloid a little bit too. Like that's something else. It depends on how you heal. You know how you heal.
And your skin type and all.
Yep. So that's how that went for me. It was something, man. It wasn't like sentimental, but I'm like, it's hard because he's my baby now, so I got him now.
Yeah.
But that was
but that's beautiful. So for me, I'm another one, baby. I can't tolerate pain. I can't do pain. So, but initially, I was all like, I want my natural shit.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
I don't want to be drugged up. I don't want my baby to be drugged up. Like, I want to push him out. You know what I'm saying? And one girl that I had talked to, she had just recently had a baby, and she kind of had to have her baby without an epidural because she waited too late.
Oh, wow.
But she was like, it didn't really hurt. She was like, you could just kind of feel. She described it as like you can feel like all the baby bones like coming through you.
Really?
That's how she described it. But she didn't say like it really hurted. But keep in mind, this was her third baby.
Right. Okay.
This is my first.
Okay.
Vagina hole like
that thing
this.
was used to it.
That vagina hole was like this, okay? So I wasn't ready for no 8 pound 9 ounce baby coming out of that thing, right?
Oh, you was 809, I was 808. Oh.
Yes. So, my due date was September 29th. On September 29th, I did start feeling contractions, but my water never broke or nothing, and it was like light contractions. It wasn't really like enough. They wasn't coming fast enough. And I had remember like going to the track with my son dad, and like walked around because I remember going to like a baby class, and they was telling me like you should always try to walk or whatever. So I like walked around the track or whatever for a little bit, and then they had like went away. So the next day, it was like early in the morning. The contractions kind of like woke me up, and then also, what is it called? It's called like a bloody something, a bloody show. The mucus plug fell out, but it's called like the bloody show. Some shit they call it, right? Okay. So I had went to the bathroom, and when in the toilet was like a part of the mucus plug. So I was like so confused. I was actually scared because I was thinking that something was wrong.
Right.
another thing that nobody told you.
Nobody tell you.
Nobody fucking tell you about
that
the
the
mucus
mucus
plug.
plug. Until I was having it, I'm like, well, what is that? The mucus plug.
Exactly.
I'm like, what is that? In my head, you said mucus plug. I'm like, what's not got to do with it? People saying mucus, and I'm like, what is that? I had no clue. No one ever said anything about it. Said it's time to come out. They like, did it come out? And I'm just like, well, no, I'm not. Yada yada, and that never even came out. So. They had to make that come out. They had to force it out too, but nobody would tell you that.
Nobody tells you about
I never heard of it.
plug.
Ever.
So when I seen it in the toilet, I thought something was wrong. So I got scared. So
What do it look
I
like?
called my mom.
I
Like blood. It's just like
It's a
blood.
clot.
Yeah. Not really so much a clot. Like it's like blood wrapped up, kind of like in mucus. Like
so
like
it
a
really
little-
look like how it sounds.
yeah.
Oh wow.
But like you think in mucus, you think like green, yellow kind of mucus.
Right.
It's not giving that, but it's giving like some type of other substance, like a clear kind of weird substance with blood in it. That's how mine was anyway.
Right.
So when I seen that, I got scared. 'Cause I'm like, what the fuck? Is everything okay?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? So I called my mom. My mom was like, that's your water pipe broke or some shit like that. She said to me. So I'm
Wait,
like,
did your water break?
it did.
Oh wow.
So, but not like how I thought it was.
Right.
It's nothing like how, for me, it was nothing like how I thought it was. Like on TV, you think
Right.
like a gush of water.
Yeah.
Wasn't no gush of fucking
So how
water.
was it?
Blood. It was
What
like,
was it?
it was blood and probably like some type of fluid.
Okay.
But I mainly seen the blood.
Oh, okay. So they all come out at once.
It is
Blood
not
and
like
urine.
no. And it's not like a ton of blood.
Right.
It's just like, you see some blood.
Right.
So when I seen the mucus plug, I'm like, I told my mom and she like, it's probably time.
Right. Oh wow.
And I was like contracting, so I went to the hospital. I got my son's father. We went to the hospital. Me, my mom, my dad, and my son's father. We go to the hospital, and I had him in Penn.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was going to University City.
Okay.
So we went there or whatever. They called me back. They checked my centimeters. And I'm like, 3 centimeters.
Well, at least you held in the 3. I'm just
Listen, they like, you got a long way to go. You can either go home and like get comfortable and then, like let it do what it's supposed to do, or you can just sit here and like just wait, but you're not going to get a room because you're not dilated enough. I'm like, I'm going home. So I want to go get some food.
Wow, really?
I did. I want to go get some
Pain
food.
wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad.
Oh,
no.
wow.
It kind of like went away a little bit. Like my contractions
wow.
at that time was like kind of going away a little bit. So it kind of went away. I want to go get some food. It wasn't like back to back, like
Right.
that.
Yeah,
Not yet. Not yet. So I went and got me some food. I went back home and I laid down. And then I remember like them contractions started picking up and they start being more intense. So it woke me up out of my sleep. And I'm just like, baby girl, I was screaming. Okay.
Wow,
I'm like, oh my God. Like, and then the water broke.
Oh.
And it, like, I just felt like liquid come out of me.
Okay, so the
and I didn't know what it was.
Earlier.
That was first.
Okay, now your water broke.
But if once the mucus plug come out, if you don't deliver right away, it'll form again.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, see?
So
Never
I
knew.
felt like liquid come out of me, and I was just like, what is that? And I just called my mom, and like I let her see it, and she's like, okay, that's the water.
Oh, okay.
So and I called my doctor this time before I
Right,
went, and I told him I explained everything that happened. He was like, you probably need to go to the hospital.
Right.
So I went, and I think at that time I was 5, but they were like,
Right.
we're gonna keep you.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, cool. They took me down, baby. I'm in the back like, I swear to God, no fucking exaggeration. I'm in like,
You was one of them that you hear in the hallway screaming. Oh my God,
I'm like, put you on my back, put you on my back. It was so fucking painful.
Oh my
my drum
God.
only 5 fucking meters centimeters,
Oh my
5
God.
centimeters dilated. So
I
it's
can
still,
imagine though, because I was one. I can imagine.
it's still not even at capacity.
Oh my God.
But I'm in my head like I'm gonna thug this shit out, and I'm like, we at 5. I gotta go how much more?
5.
And it's only one time. So I think I went in maybe at like 1 something close to 2, and from 2
What, in the morning?
in the afternoon.
Oh, okay. Same.
The baby I didn't deliver him until 11:59 the next morning.
Wow. See, that was too much.
So like I went to sleep. Oh, so they was telling me like, I was telling them I wanted to do the natural thing. So they like, well listen, if you don't get this epidural, she like, we only got one person right now doing the epidural. So if we all have like other women that's about to give birth.
Right.
That is on the list to get the epidural.
Right.
So if you don't get on the list at a certain time, you're not gonna be able to get it.
Right.
I think go ahead and book me.
Please. You changed
Fuck
so
it.
fast.
Sign me up, baby. Let him know to swing by this room when he go back around.
Oh my God.
the epidural process was even like a bit much to me because I was still contracting while he had this big ass needle that's keep poking in my back and you want me to sit still and I'm like, like I'm crying. It was a fucking mess. I am a big crybaby. I do not do well with pain. Like drug me the fuck up. I don't want to feel that shit. So they gave me the epidural. Once that epidural kicked in, baby, I was like, what? What y'all gonna do? Y'all get something to eat? Y'all going to Wawa? Pick me up this, pick me up that. Like, oh, baby, I was cool.
Not for me, I was still uncomfortable.
You was still uncomfortable? I was not.
I was like pressing that button and button and button. I was like, I was still uncomfortable.
Oh,
I don't think about it really do anything. I swear
it add more. It's supposed to add more medicine.
Anything.
Oh, baby, I was good. Like all you do, when you start contracting, because you know they put the little thing on you to count the see when you contracting. They had like this little monitor thing on my belly and everything like that to see when you contracting. So like I would know when I'm contracting because it was like a little tiny pressure, but like no pain whatsoever. So then the nurses was coming through in the room throughout the night and like having me like turn this way and turn that way
because I had a big ball right there.
They had a pillow like this funny shaped looking pillow.
Right.
So they kept saying like his blood, his heart rate is going up and down. Like it was dropping or something. They were trying to say. So they had me like keep switching positions, like to see if that's better. They like, oh, I don't think he likes that position. I need you to turn this way. Like I was turning all these crazy ways. Like it was just so uncomfortable. And then finally, the nurse came in and like she put her fingers up there. She was like, "Oh, you're ready. We're about to start pushing."
Oh wow!
But okay, so just pause. When I first got there, that's when my emotional burst came. I was bawling.
Wow.
Like when they first took me back, because you know this was October 2022.
Okay.
Well, into September 2022. So it was like still kind of like COVID rules. So I was up there by myself.
Oh, see, I'm glad I didn't go through that time. I ain't like that for women.
Only until I got in the room.
Wow.
But before they gave me a room,
I'm too scared. Too scared to be by myself.
Before they gave me a room, I was up there by myself. And I don't know, I just got super emotional and I was crying and shit. I was like,
because that's not.
I'm crying.
Why? That's not something you experience like. So you shouldn't be by yourself at all. Especially so many things can go wrong or whatever.
Absolutely, I agree
100%.
And I remember crying and I had my little emotional burst at that time. So then, so then she checked me and she like, you're ready. It's time to push. And I'm like, okay. So she explained to me like how I'm supposed to push and you're supposed to push every time a contraction comes.
Wait, so you by yourself doing this process too?
My mom and my father. Now I'm in a room, so now everybody can come in the room. But there's only 2 people that can come in the room. So at first my dad was like sneaking in there, but then my mom was being so extra. So they had told my dad he had to leave. So he ended up having to leave. So it was just my mom and my son dad. So she's telling me how to push. Like you gotta push every time the contraction comes, and you push and you count to 10, like all this shit, right? Just telling me how to do it. So then it was time to push, and I was just like it was so exhausting. It didn't hurt, but it was just because I hit the epidural, but it was just so fucking exhausting. Like I was just like so tired of pushing. Like I don't know if I got it in me no more. I pushed all I push. Like I was.
That's so amazing though. I wish I could experience that. It sounds really amazing.
One day, girl.
How do it feel coming out? Or did you feel them coming out?
I don't feel them coming out. It was like the epidural one.
Wow.
Like you don't feel them coming out, but you do feel the pressure of like your body opening up and expanding. You know what I mean? But and then just like so much, like you said, it takes so much out of you, like pushing this fucking baby out your coochie. It's a lot. So I'm pushing him, and they like, oh my God, he has a lot of hair. And then my baby father like, come on, babe, you got it. Come on, you got it. Good. You're doing so good. Like, nigga, you pushed it. It was like really a couple times I was like, all right, wait a minute.
Oh my God.
And then finally he came out. He shitted as he was coming out. And he finally came out. And then he didn't cry right away. So they like blowing his face. I'm looking like, is everything okay? And he finally started crying. They was like fucking with him, like wiping him down so hard. And he started crying. And I'm like, oh, and I got him.
See, that's what I'm saying. That little experience.
My baby. Now, so one thing I do want to tell mom, they put that stuff on their eyes. The stuff that they put on their eyes is really if you have STDs. Bitch, you know if you got STDs or not. If you don't have an STD, you don't need to put that stuff on the baby eye. I would tell them, if I would have knew what I knew now, I would have been like, don't put that on his eyes. I want him to be able to open his fucking eyes. Now, granted, they can't see shit, but still, I want him to be able to open his eyes when he want, because He didn't open his eyes until like the next day.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, he didn't open his eyes right away. He didn't open his eyes till the next
This
day.
boy, he came out just how he is now. He came out crying. He's still crying. Eyes open, moving around in stuff. This boy, oh, he was
He peed on the people when they went to put him in the thing, like to weigh him and to get his height. He peed on the people.
He everything.
He pooped coming out, and then he ended up having jaundice.
Oh.
So he had to stay. They had like put him under the little light thing to try to get it out before we can go home.
Yeah.
They ended up letting us go home, but then we had to go like back to our primary care doctor. They had to keep like getting his blood to see where his levels at, and then like eventually it just ran its course, and that was the end of it. But when we had him under that little light, he was like so miserable. He was crying like,
oh, you gotta leave here.
It was a lot. So that was the pregnancy process for me, but I can't
Did you
say.
throw up?
No, I never.
Oh my gosh.
Before.
Right before?
Well, like during the labor process, a little bit, not like a lot.
When I say I was throwing up, like my first, like crazy. That's something. Oh my gosh! I across the room. First of all, I'm sitting here. I'm in the bed. I think I was already like just
While you was in labor.
Yes, this is in the beginning when I first went. They like they're gonna keep you or whatever. So I'm sitting here on the bed, and then he right here. I don't know if we talking or what. I'm like, I feel sick. You know, you think Granny put it in the bag? That went across the room like projectile, like all the way over here.
Oh my god!
That was the first time I was like, oh my gosh, he is really like, you know, he can care a little bit, because when I said I had throw up everywhere and he cleaned it, I was like, I would have been like, that's really nasty. But it's something you experience too, like you really you throw up. You throw up, and I mean, I was throwing up the whole entire time from start to finish. I could not stop throwing up. And yeah, that was it in a nutshell.
So I can say that the doctors and like the nurses and stuff was really, really nice. I had a black woman nurse that like assisted in delivery, because the doctor don't be in there. It be the nurse, and then the doctor come in afterwards.
I don't know who. I don't really know who was in there.
Yeah, it was the nurse. The doctors and the nurses was really good for me. I had this black nurse. She was really
amazing.
I want to say she was a nurse. She could have been a doctor, but somewhere in my heart, I feel like she was a nurse. But she was just really nice. She was good. And baby, I had a level 2 tear. He split me the fuck open. That little pretty. She was split open, baby. I had inside stitches and outside stitches. It was so bad. So let's get into the after birth, the healing process. How you felt physically, mentally, all of the things. Like
mentally, people always like postpartum. I was the happiest. I was I feel like because my pregnancy wasn't like so to get him out, I felt beautiful. It was like the most happy. I got this baby. It just was like love all, and like that song, I've got love, all. That was how I felt. I felt amazing. My first, like, oh my gosh, I felt good. Healing physically, it was painful. Like in this C-section, it's painful and it's scary because it's a lot of things that I'm like,
can go wrong.
Not even that can go wrong. That they didn't tell me that actually happened, but it's normal. Like I swelled up with fluid, so my ankles are swollen, my feet swollen. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh, this must be bad. But then it's like it's stuff that happened because you do get pumps with drugs and fluids and all that stuff. So you know, it's coming out as it come out. But I was just so swollen. It just, how can I explain the pain? Ooh, I don't know how to explain it. It just it's bad.
Was it worse than the contractions?
I would say yeah. But the nurses, they came in there like clockwork. They gave me they gave me codeine, they gave me Tylenol, they gave me the Perkins.
Yes,
and they came with the Tylenol.
How long was you in the hospital?
They do keep you longer. I think I was in there for like 4 days. And everybody was like miserable. But me, I was having the time of my life. I didn't care. Like I said, I was so in love. I was so happy. You get
the best care at the hospital. They was on you hand and foot, baby.
Yes, and it was really, and Lincoln, like I said, was like a really good experience. A couple other moms I know had them there too. That's what made me want to have them, because I started at Penn. But it was like, it's like hard to walk. It's like, and it's like, I don't know. It's just not a comfortable feeling. It's painful, and then going without the drugs. I think I'm like I'm not gonna keep because I didn't even know. I'm like this is like a hurt. Never had no clue. Like I don't know about like pills and stuff. I don't take them other than like probably Tylenol and stuff. And they said that was hard. I'm gonna stop taking it. You know, I'm this and that. I stopped taking that. Pain came through when I came home. I said, yeah, I don't care if it was a perk, hurt, turk. I'm taking it and give it to me because that pain is excruciating. But it is like when they say like when you walk, it do loosen up, it get better. So I was just like walking and all that stuff. And that's another thing.
So how was caring for the baby while healing?
I did everything regular. Cause he was so little. I don't think I really. Everybody, I definitely need to support. Everybody jumped in from my sister, my mom, him, and like you know who else? Like my girlfriends and stuff like that. They came over because I wasn't doing too much via lifting or anything like that. We was just like really too much lady to be taking care of yourself. After that, it's like it's a lot too. Cause you're in the shower, but they try to say not to get it too wet, I believe, or something like that. So like, right. So you gotta take care. But it was healing up pretty good. Okay. Because I had a bandage on it for a while first, and then as time went on, you know, it just your body really like a C-section or I don't know how yours healed fast, but mine's pretty much healed. I'm not gonna say snap back, but once it started healing, it started healing. Like it comes. So it was just the pain and just taking the pills and it was fine. And as far as him, it just was like I didn't care. I was just so happy. I'm like, give him hair. I don't care. I do everything. I'm just like, I got this, and then we put him on a boob. That was like, girl, we get there. But I put him on a boob and that was like the easiest part. Boob, sleep. Because there's everybody saying so hard in the beginning. It depends what kind of baby you got. Now, I did have a cry baby, but he didn't start off as a cry baby the first few days or whatever. Right. I'm lying, you did. He came home and he let it go. So I'm making it up. But then it was like easy to soothe him as he started getting on the boob more. So, you know, I would have like a little experience like that. And I did end up going to the hospital after that for a little bit. They never really said what was going on. I guess because, you know, when you get opened up, they gotta push and all your stuff, your intestines and all your like organs and stuff is all moved around and stuff. So all that healing right there, I had this weird feeling I couldn't eat. I was nauseous for like a while. I kept going to the hospital like, what's wrong with me? I got all these tests done, but they just said, I think they said my bladder was just shifted or something was maybe was like not right. But it got better and that was that's my experience. I healed, you know, as time went on and just the pain went.
At least you didn't get no infections or nothing like that.
No infections.
Seems like you had a good healing process. For me, it hurt so bad because I was tore. He tore me. So like going to the bathroom hurt, shower hurt. It hurt to sit down. Like it was just like it felt like everything came out of me, and I was just like so empty, and I was in so much fucking pain. Like they gave you this little peri bottle where you put water in it and as you like pee in, you're supposed to like squirt it on you. That shit don't fucking work, bitch. Like I was in so much pain.
Did you do sit fast and stuff that people like recommend?
I should have, but I didn't. I was so scared to like do anything.
Was it like a burning type thing?
Burned.
Ooh, I
it
can
was
imagine.
so painful. Like it was so painful. That's something that nobody explained to me. Like I didn't expect for like the after healing process, like the healing process to be as painful like as the fucking contraction.
Like you think they just come open and close.
That's it.
And then you get
but I got tore. So it was like I had to get stitches in and out, and it was like that shit really hurted for me. Like my healing process was horrible. Like again, like I was so happy to have my baby. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So you kind of try to like put it aside or like just bear through the pain because you're so happy to have your like little bundle of joy. But yes, baby, it hurt. So all in all, it was like overall my healing process was cool because I didn't have no complications. It wasn't no infections or nothing like that. So I was blessed for that. But as far as pain level, baby, give me a 10. We're gonna mark that as a 10.
For pain level for me, I'm gonna mark mine at a 20. And
Period.
she lasts longer than me. So.
Period. like we're up here with it because that hurts.
It really do hurt. It hurt. And I'm just going. We going to just say it. The lesson that I learned is going to go with it's going to be the pain. The pain. Nobody could have prepared me for the pain. Oh, the throwing up. Nobody could prepare me for the throwing up your whole pregnancy. Nobody could prepare me for the pain. And I hear people because I feel like I got mixed things. Like, oh, it hurt. It don't hurt no more. But it hurt for me. And that's something that nobody really straight up saying. Oh, it hurt this and that in the beginning. Everybody goes, it's cool. You ease into it. But I'm like not good at pain too. And then the throwing up stuff. I never imagined. I still didn't have nobody. They said they was throwing up. Maybe I was doing something wrong. Like literally my whole, like they might throw up, but I thought from the time I started from 8 o'clock that night going to the hospital until it was time for me to, I think, get my epidural for probably like 12 hours. I'm just throwing up and throwing up.
Sometimes pain causes people to throw up.
It could be that too, because I'm not used to pain, so it probably was shocking me. Like, girl, you in pain? It hurts, and the signals are like.
I think that's pretty normal.
It could be that.
Yeah. So something that was like a big deal that I didn't expect to be a big deal. I would have to agree would be the pain.
Yeah.
The healing process pain though, because the contractions, yeah, they hurt bad as shit, but like I kind of expected the contractions to hurt. Maybe not as bad as they was, but I expected it to be pain. I didn't think it was just gonna be like a walk in the park. Like especially because I never really get like cramps. You know, some women get bad cramps, so they kind of experience like bad, hurt, painful pain in their abdominal. I don't really get cramps like that, so I don't really get like pain in my abdominal. I've had cramps before, but not to the level of the contractions. Nothing compared to them. But I would say that after birth, the healing process with them tears, that was like the most for me that I feel like nobody prepared me for. Anybody say, hey, you might split your cheek on the way down. It's gonna hurt when you found the hill, baby, like to the point where you need a pillow or something to sit on because you ain't gonna be able to sit down. Ain't nobody told me none of that. So something like that, I feel like I would have not expected at all that like it really did hurt. And so this is podcast 1, episode 1, episode 1, baby.
All about the delivery process.
All about
the pre and post and
everything, the whole 9. You feel me? So yes, welcome to We Didn't Redefine Print.
We Didn't Redefine Print.
This is what it's all about. We didn't redefine print. Nobody told us that. Like,
but now we know.
And
we're gonna share. And we're gonna chat it up. We're gonna talk about it. And like we said, like reach out to us.
DM us, share your story so we can discuss. Let's discuss. Yeah. So again, I'm Teddy.
Sarah.
And this is We Didn't
Redefine Print.
Again, follow us on YouTube,
Spotify,
Instagram, subscribe,
Apple Podcasts.
Wherever you get your podcast at, you know what I mean?
All
and make sure you send us some DMs so we can just
and subscribe and like and comment, do all that fun stuff. Don't feel like you too Joe, don't feel like you short and shy.
Because we're girls.
Bring it in,
girls, girls.
That's what we here for. It's a support system as well. You know, we need to talk about it. We need to vent about it. Whatever your story, you might think you the only one going through your story, but I assure you, the stories that we about to run into, you experienced it. You know somebody experienced it. You're not an eyeball, okay? And as stressful as it may seem, you're not in it alone. Team up with some moms, support your moms, love on your moms because moms can't get enough of it. They treat you beautiful before when you're having a baby, and honestly, we don't get enough of that after, and we should.
Absolutely.
You know, we should get.
Because that's when the work starts coming.
Because that's when the hard work.
That's when it starts getting real. You feel me? The baby's still in the stomach. You good? When he's out, that's when it get real.
Okay. So nurture your mamas.
Yes.
Okay, mamas.
Nurture yourself.
Nurture yourself. Remember, you have to take that time out. It's so important.
You have to.
So hard.
And again, this was We Didn't Redefine Print. Let's give it up for episode 1.